Popular.loners.
I was about to bust a rhyme. I was be like, yeah, popular loners.
We knew people that didn't know us.
Let's clap. 1, 2,
Welcome to episode 1 of Popular Loners. I guess you would say your name first, right?
My name is Ana.martimez.
Or
And this is my best friend, Ingrid Barraza.
Ingrid,
Ingrid
Yadira.
Okay, I bet.
Barraza. Please, I go by Yadira. I want to start going by Yadira. But, how old are you, bestie? Tell the world how old you are.
I am now 21 years old. I am now able to buy alcohol, and cigarettes, right?
Yeah.
Or can you always buy those at 18?
No, they changed the age.
Okay.
I'm dead. And I am 21. Also with the power to buy alcohol, but I'm about to turn 22 in a couple.
You're turning 22 this year.
Yeah,
You could say how we met.
Yes.
Bring the full beginning.
Yes.
So in the beginning, God created the earth.
Yeah, heaven and earth. I'm like, let me take out the Bible from up there.
Let me give you word for word.
Yes. Let's see. It started all in 6th grade. I was best friends with her sister, Jennifer. I'm still best friends with her. She's still one of my closest friends. Literally my sister. She's literally like my sister. But I was friends with her first in 6th grade. We were like 10 years old or something, and I knew of Anna because I knew that was my best friend's sister.
Y'all were like 10 or 11.
Yeah.
In 10th grade, I remember being 10 because 5 plus 5 equals 10.
Yeah. But I remember we were 10 or 11. I knew of Anna because it was a small middle school. It wasn't like this big old middle school with everybody knew everybody.
And it was a small middle school because all the 6th graders were in one building.
Yes, and the 7th and 8th graders were in
another building,
like down the street, literally like a crosswalk away.
Mm-hmm.
But so that had happened. We were friends for a really, really long time, and she told me, "Oh, me and Anna are sisters." And every time they told people that, it was like, "Nah, you're lying," because they don't look nothing alike. They like are the actual opposites of opposites of opposites.
Yeah.
The actual opposites of opposites. One day we're gonna have her on the podcast too, so she could have. I like her input.
She'll be very controversial.
Yeah, very controversial. But y'all got a problem with Jenny. Y'all have a problem with me
and me.
Yeah, we go toe to toe. But anyways, we had a little beef in 6th grade. You know how one does, or whatever.
Me and you?
No.
Oh, okay.
Me and Jenny, actually, we had a fallout. We got yelled at each other, or she yelled at me, and then I yelled back. And then we didn't talk to each other for that whole summer. And then in 7th grade, and I think it's funny because when Jenny had told me that y'all two were sisters, I was like, Anna, are y'all sisters?
For a while, we lied and we told people that I was adopted.
Oh, really?
Because my brother looked like her because she was very light. She's very light skinned. I'm a lot darker than her. She has very naturally curly hair. I have straighter hair.
Yes.
I'm tall as fuck, and she's like 5'3".
Yeah. Yeah, she's like a little taller than me, and I'm 5 foot.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that had happened. But I remember I was like, Anna, or I think she said Anna, or is it right that we're sisters? And you were like,
yeah, I did not want to talk.
Yeah, because she was not talking. Anna did not, and they didn't really hang out with each other at school either.
Mm-hmm. We had completely different friends.
Yeah. Not anymore. But in 7th grade, we reconnected, me and Jenny. Like, hey, Jenny, and we just started talking again. Like, if nothing happened. And then...
Well, I think y'all apologized to each other, right?
Yeah, we apologized to each other in 7th grade. Because a friend got in between me and her.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we kind of fell off. If I'm remembering it correctly, it was a long time ago. But I thought Jenny had picked her side, and I was hurt.
And she thought you picked her side. Yeah. I think. I don't even know what happened to them.
And Jenny was trying to explain to me that she didn't, but I didn't believe her.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I was being a little stubborn. But we made up in 7th grade, and we all had choir together.
Varsity choir.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget.
Don't break me.
So we started in the hope. Si se ni moya. Imagine No, but we were all in choir, and we had a friend, and at that point it was a friend group. Not a friend group, but we were all friends in choir. In choir, it was me, Anna, Jenny, and a girl named Gabby. I'm gonna say her name. I don't give a fuck if she's still petty. We can be petty, but her name was Gabby.
This beef was from the beef started in freshman year of high school, but by now it's like, bro, if you're still mad, leave it alone.
Yeah, like you're grown, like stop.
So we'll use her real name. Her name is Gabby.
Her name is Gabby. We were it was us four. Yeah, it was us four in a group in choir, but
and there
choir.
Was it another one?
Cool. Not that I remember. Not that I remember.
No, yeah.
No, not yet. Not in the picture yet.
It's because our producer, it was in choir, but he's thinking of high school choir, and he wasn't in middle school choir with us.
But yeah, we had a little friend group there, but Anna still had a best friend in middle school.
My best friend in middle school was Citlali. Oh my god, and she was so cool. The reason why we call her
popular.
She was popular.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, me. Who is this?
Oh, do not answer random numbers.
It's a Fort Worth number. Is your best friend Citlali?
Oh yeah, she was just cool. Like she was really popular.
Like,
which is funny because I was not popular at all.
Oh, so we think.
No, we weren't.
Yeah, you were.
No.
Yeah, you were, and I guess so was I. Yeah, we were, but we're popular loners because people knew us.
People knew of us.
I don't know.
They knew of my name, and they knew of my name because of other people, not because of me. Like, oh, I met her. She's cool. It was just because we were in classes with a bunch of popular kids, and they knew of us.
Yeah.
Like Ludwin, my boy Ludwin, he's cool.
Did you get to watch this, Ludwin?
One day, maybe not. I don't see him watching podcasts. But if your girl watches this, let Ludwin know we still with him.
Yeah, and us take your man type away.
Like he was there to defend us.
Yeah. Like
this kid threw an egg at me, a real fucking egg, at my head. And Ludwin wanted to beat his ass.
I'm telling you, it's because Ludwin was really like that big brother in high school.
Middle school.
Oh, and middle school. Oh,
well, I'm talking about middle school right now.
For me in high school, he was that. But yeah, her best friend was Citlali.
I remember I gave that fool some grapes one day. The rest of the year, I brought that fool grapes. And the green grapes. We had what is it called? English? Yeah, we had English together. One day my dad packed me grapes. He was like, "Here, Mika, take grapes with you for school." I took them because we had second period together with Ludwin, her, and me.
Yeah.
And we always sat in the corner. And I was like, "Oh, do y'all want grapes?" I opened them up. Y'all quick.
Yeah.
And after that, we had some big juicy grapes. Like they were good.
Yeah, they were like.
And apples. After that, I deadass brought them grapes every other day for the rest of the year.
Yes. Okay. So
one day I didn't even get to eat grapes.
Yeah. Yeah. And then remember one time I was like, I'm gonna eat his grapes, even if he's not, because he was like at school out to work. He was like to class that day, and I was like, I'm gonna eat them. I don't care. Because I usually would wait for him.
And he would be hurt.
And he was like, you did not just eat all my grapes. And I was like, I did. And he was like, Dad, I can't believe you would do me like that.
We probably sound ghetto, but that's how we sounded.
Yeah,
in high school.
Yeah.
Anyways, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah. So we all became friends again. Our friend group was 4 in choir, but just choir. After choir, we would all kind of like just, like, you know. I mean, me and Jenny, she would still be part of my friend group, but that had happened.
We were associated with a friend back then who was our best friend back then. Or your best friend was somebody else, Jennifer? My best friend at the time was Citlali, but another good friend of mine was Gabby. And the reason why me and Gabby and us eventually, like, we all started butting heads was because Gabby demanded shit all the time.
It felt very...
like, give me this, give me that, do this for me, do that for me. Yes. Like, relationship. And we were the puppets.
Yes.
Jennifer, Ingrid, and me were the puppets in that relationship to her.
Yes. And at one point...
like, you know?
Yeah, and even at one point she...
We're not bleeping her name out. Producer saying to bleep her name out.
Yeah, I don't know if I can.
We're not bleeping it out. We don't got no reason to beef with her at this point. Yeah. If she sees it, she's upset. Who's gonna find out? It's you, Gabby.
In the words, yeah, true.
Like, realistically, I mean, people will be crazy and really find out. But realistically, girl,
you'll be alright.
No shame in my game.
It's not even, yeah, whatever. But we were the little puppets in her story, and then she even tried to pit us against each other one time that I didn't even know. Like, I think she had told you something about me.
That was in high school.
Yeah.
Not middle school.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
True. We stopped being friends with her in high school.
But I think we'll get to that eventually. But I remember after that that just continued, right?
Yeah.
And then in freshman year, like she said, we had English together, and we were decorating the hallway for homecoming.
Yeah.
Yes. And it was a thing that Jenny wanted to do because Jenny was in student council, right?
Yeah. Oh, this is whenever we got close.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Jennifer was in student council. She was very involved with the school. She loved to learn. She was in all these like advanced classes. My sister's super smart, about to graduate college. Mm-hmm. She was like on all of these things, and so she was in honor society. Was it that?
Yeah, the National Honor Society.
Is that what it decorated?
Well, that's part of what she was in, but she was in the student council.
Oh, yeah. Student council is the people who decorate. Mm-hmm. So she was part of it, and she was like, you guys should help out. This is not the third, decorate your hall, because every grade had their own hall in this building. Mm-hmm. So we went upstairs to go help her decorate, and honestly, we barely did any of the work. We were sitting down
there and cut paper.
Yes, we were just cutting paper. I think we did it for 2 days. It was like 2 days. The first day was like prepping everything, and the second day was actually putting everything up. And so on the second day, because we were there the first day, and we were talking whatever. On the second day, Jennifer is obviously with her student council, like amigas, and she's putting up everything. And me and Ingrid are just talking next to against the wall. We're like sitting
the lockers,
down. Yeah. And we just started talking about. I just started opening up about some crazy stuff that I was up to. And she was like, and I never suspected those type of things from you. And I was like, oh yeah. And I was like, what about you? And we started talking, and from there on, we got pretty close.
Oh, close.
Yeah.
Close. Like at that point.
But also because in middle school we had different best friends. You had a best friend.
Yeah, I had a best friend. Her name was Kira.
And my best friend. Lolly. Yeah. So they both went to the same high school, and we both went to the same high school, but they were different high schools.
Yeah.
So we didn't have our regular best friends anymore.
There. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that had happened. And we were still friends with those friends.
Yeah. I would text them every other day.
Yeah, and I would go to Kara's house all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But just that day was like the day where we were like, all right, I'm gonna go all in.
Yeah, you pretty clean. I want to start hanging out with you, type of thing.
Yeah, it's okay. We would hang out second period.
Yeah,
that was
because I was supposed to be in choir with you. My schedule didn't work out because the classes they put me in, I couldn't be in varsity with her.
Yeah.
And I remember we only had one class again. It was second period, and it was after choir for you, but choir before for me.
Yes.
But yeah, so I low key knew what we were gonna do already.
Yeah.
Because of you, you would tell me what happened and stuff like that. But
yeah.
And
then we got super close, and then I went to her 15 and everything.
We also got really close too, though, because it was that moment. But then we started opening up about how we were getting bothered that Gabby bosses us around.
Yes. Like I said, we were a group of 4 with some guys in there, 2 guys, a group of 4, 2 guys, and she had a boyfriend
at the time.
Yes, at the time she had a boyfriend. I mean, she still has a boyfriend, but it's not the same person.
Old boyfriend. Old ex.
Yeah, she had with her ex at the time. And it was just that, right? And she started...
My mom is calling. Bueno.
Four girls and 2 guys, right? So, I guess Gabby, she just kind of caught feelings for someone else. She was doing sliming shit, and we were like...
What really started it, too, was one day my sister... We would all eat lunch together, and one day my sister... She's making friends. She's going to go eat lunch with other people one day. Yes. And she did, and Gabby called her a fake bitch in front of me, and I was just kind of like, oh. She was like, your sister's a fake going out with those people, because she caught feelings for the guy that she was hanging out with, which I won't say his name, but...
And mind you, she never expressed this to anybody.
Yeah.
She had a crush on him.
Uh-huh. And so, I was just like, what the fuck? Me and Ingrid looked at each other like, the hell? And that was like what really sparked, like, we need to stop hanging out with her. Because it was shortly after that we were kind of like, we started talking like, oh yeah, like, that was kind of like, that she said that. And so, yeah, we were on the phone this one night, and we were like, should we just text her and we're not friends with you no more? Like, some elementary shit, but yeah.
Yeah. Y eso que actually Anna confronted her first.
Oh, yeah.
About the whole, like, they, like, almost went toe-to-toe.
Because in choir, so I had choir with her my freshman year. And in choir class, she started acting very distant from me and my sister because my sister was hanging out with new people and like, you know, she's hanging out and stuff. I guess like I'm assuming jealousy like sparked up like, oh, those are my friends type of thing. So she started to like hang out with other people and stuff like that, but she wouldn't acknowledge me or Jennifer in choir. So I told her too, like what's up with that? And I'm still holding the spatula. I'm not even
using it as a microphone.
Yeah, but so then like words were exchanged and she was like walking away from me because this was like at the end of the period at this point. And so I went to go follow her because I was like, no, you're gonna listen to me at huevo. So I went and she just kept walking up the stairs until finally like I turned her around. I remember they like this at least. I'm pretty sure I turned her around because she just kept walking away. But I turned her around and my hands were in a fist because I had really bad anger issues as a kid. And I had to go and get therapy for it in 4th grade. And so I think like that was low-key sparking out of me. And I put my hands in a fist and like they were down, but I was like, oh my god, this like she wasn't listening. And so I was really about to fucking swing at her, like I'm not even kidding. And my ex at the time grabs me because he was following me because he sees me running after this bitch. So he like sees me and we finally stop and I guess he saw my hands in the fist and he just grabs me like, dude, just let it go. And he was like pushing me like to leave. Like I wasn't like no or anything like that. I was screaming at her at that point in the hallway, which is very embarrassing because freshman screaming at somebody.
But it's okay. You had a right. You were protecting your sister.
Yeah, and so then like I was like, whatever, I'm done with you, like fake ass or something like that, some petty shit.
Yeah.
And then like we just left. We went to the next period, and after that, did not like it was very awkward.
Yes, and I reached out to her. Remember? I reached out to her and I was like, "Hey, what happened?" Because Anna had told me her side, and I wanted to get her side of the story because they were both my friends. And then she came at me with this attitude, this attitude talking about oh, Anna already told you, didn't she? This and that, so I'm not gonna repeat her. This and that. And I was like, whoa. And then I called Anna, and that's when we decided we should text her and tell her we're done.
Yeah. And I remember telling her too. Yeah, we literally broke up with her. I remember telling her too. I was like, our producer's walking out.
He's gonna go get his DoorDash.
So I remember, like texting her and being like, "Hey, I was trying to be polite too, because I was also very intimidated.
Oh yeah.
Like
why?
Because I never stood up to her, so I was all through elementary, except for like 4th and 5th grade. Elementary, middle school, and high school, I was very intimidated by everybody. I didn't want to speak up, nothing. So I never spoke up to her. And so me texting her like, "Hey, I just don't want to be friends with you." I try to say it in the nicest way possible. And I remember it as her being like, "But why? Like, you're going to stop being friends over this?" You know what I mean? And so I remember like me and you were texting her the same thing basically, or like basically saying we're not friends with you anymore. Yeah. And she texted me, or she texted you being like, are you and her like on the phone together, like because y'all are both saying the same thing? And like
no.
Yeah, so it was just really like that. But after that, like honestly, like friends come and go.
Yeah.
And so friends come and go, and honestly, after that, I was pretty at peace with my friendships.
Me too.
Because I was realizing, like, bro, this girl was really, like, pushing me around.
Yeah.
Like, she would have her legs on me. She would make me put up her binder all the time. If I asked her to do it, she was like, oh, but I was going to ask you first. And, like, it was so dumb. But, yeah.
So dumb. But we fell off with her. And then
we got really, really close.
Yeah, we got super duper close, especially when COVID hit, y'all. That took us by a storm.
Which was junior year for us.
Yeah, it was junior year for us. God bless y'all 2020 people who didn't get any graduation, didn't get anything. That sucks. But it hit us in junior year. And I basically decided for us that me and her were gonna quarantine together.
Yeah.
But we I was at her house all the time. And when I say all the time, y'all, I mean all the time. And if we weren't together, we were on FaceTime together.
Quite literally.
Yeah, like it got to the point where we told our moms this already, so it doesn't matter. But I literally was at her house at 8 10 in the morning. Like, we would do school. Well, she would do school. I would not do school.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do school on my
We
computer.
had the teacher that was...
Yes.
We were in different periods for this. Everything was on Zoom.
Yes.
We were in different periods for this teacher. He was really, really funny. And he would count her attendance as present. Yeah. Even though she didn't go attend his class on Zoom, but she attended. She'd be like, "Hi," like what's his name? Heritage. She was like, "Hey, Mr. Heritage," and he's like, "Baraza, are you with Anna right now?" Yeah. And he was like, we were like, "Yeah," and it's cause he was like, she was like, "Oh, it's because we're always together." And he was like, "Oh wow, well at least you know what we're doing now." And like, he wouldn't even teach. He would just have a conversation with the students.
Yeah, almost like if we were having a podcast, a group
with
podcast.
Him.
Yeah. But yeah, we got super close. I was with her from 8, 10 in the morning till like 10 at night, and then at 11 p.m. when our parents would go to sleep, like deep asleep, I would sneak out of
sometimes
the house.
Okay, so because my dad would come home, and it came to the point where my dad would come home and he would bring us food like his family, and he expected her to be there at that point because they were always there, her and her little brother.
Yes.
They would bring 2 extra meals, 2 extra plates when they would go out. And I was like, damn, that's how you know they're like they're realizing that she's stuck with us forever.
Yeah, because they would buy me food like without even knowing that I'm here.
Yeah.
Or like to the point where they would ask her, "Where's Ingrid?"
Yeah, if she wasn't there one day, like she was out. Oh, how come they're not here? Like,
yeah,
you know,
like yeah, it was very much that, and it was so beautiful. Honestly, our friendship was so beautiful. But we would sneak out and we'd go back to her house and stay at her house until our parents woke up for work, and then be on FaceTime until we fall asleep and do it all over again in the morning.
And even like after you left my house, I don't know if you said we would be on FaceTime.
Yeah, we'd be on FaceTime all the time. I'm telling y'all, we were talking all the time.
We were on FaceTime until I'm like, okay, I think my parents are asleep. You could come over.
Yeah.
And I would jump my fence, go onto my neighbor's roof, and then I jump off of it because his roof is like right next to my fence. So I just jump it and I go around the front.
Yeah.
I jump off and then I would go to their car.
Yeah.
The OG.
The OG, for real.
What was the name? Jamal. We called it Jamal.
It was a girl though. Don't get it twisted. It was a girl. But yeah, that happened. And she took a trip to Mexico in December, and then we kind of stopped that routine. And then
it really fucked everything up.
Yeah, I mean, we still saw each other, but at that point, she had a boyfriend, or she was going through some stuff. She had another boyfriend, and then you were still with.
Yeah, I was with him till senior.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, but in December, did we leave school?
I don't remember.
When did you leave school? In May.
Yes. In May. I don't know, but we like kind of, or her and my brother were still really close.
Yeah. I was like best friends with her and her brother.
Yeah, and I had a boyfriend, so then I had my little whatever the fuck stage with that boyfriend. Should I say his name?
You can.
It was the first one.
Okay.
No. Girl, you have a mic on.
Eric?
I think it was Eric. It was Eric. I don't care. It's what it is. But it was Eric, and I was in whatever lovey-dovey stage I was in at that point. But yeah, and then she and my brother got super duper close while I was like being in love or whatever. And then we got super duper close again. Not that we ever weren't close.
Yeah.
It was just one of those things.
Just like.
It was like a 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't even like a long time. And then we like started seeing each other all the time again. I went to her house. She'd come to my house. And then.
But when I came to her house, I wasn't allowed to be here for long. It was like 2 hours.
Yeah, but it's okay. But yeah, that's that. That's our friendship. And now we're 21. Starting a podcast, Popular Loners. We're popular. Oh.
Popular Loners.
Yes. Why?
The definition, when you look it up on a dictionary, it literally means to know people that they don't know you.
Yes, the Urban Dictionary. But reading the little notes, but yeah, we're popular because
well, at least in high school.
Yeah, in high school.
We thought about it in high school.
Yeah, we called each other Popular Loners because we weren't popular like the popular kids, but we weren't not popular.
Well, I don't think I was popular at all. We knew of the popular kids.
And they knew of us.
They knew of us, yeah, like mutuals.
Yeah. But we just hung out with each other.
Like, for example, my best friend Citlali in middle school, she was a very popular kid, in my opinion.
Yes.
They would go up to her and talk to her. She was always with me, so they knew of me because of her. You know what I mean? That's what I mean by popular loners, in my opinion.
Well, I guess we got that Well, no, you're right.
Because
knew...
I knew you, and you knew every kid because of choir. You were associated with a bunch of things.
I was.
And so there was a bunch of popular kids in choir too, surprisingly.
Oh,
I thought choir be like a very geeky thing.
Yeah, not in our school. Not in our school, babes. But
not back then, at least. I don't know how it is now.
No, yeah, but I guess we're popular loners because we knew a lot of people, and a lot of people knew of us. We were mutuals with a lot of people, but we didn't hang out with them. We only hung out with each other. We didn't have a big friend group because there was just no...
But also, I didn't have a very big friend group also because, like, my eyes were always like, I want to hang out with my boyfriend as much as I can in school, because that's the only place that we saw each other was in school, because I wasn't allowed to have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
And for a person who wasn't allowed to have a boyfriend, I was with him for a very long time.
Oh, for real.
When I told my parents, when I told my parents that, like, oh yeah, we were not together for just a year, we were together for like 3 years, they were like, so you lied about breaking up with him? And I was like, yeah, because they were like, you need to break up with him, you can't have a boyfriend.
Didn't they tell you that you wanted you to move schools?
It was getting to the point where my mom literally wanted me to go into a private school, because, and then my dad, this fool barely speaks English back then. He barely spoke English, and he was like this one day, whenever they told me to stop being with him, they were like, he's like, Ana. I was like, yeah, and then he's like, and I go up to him. I
already imagine him.
And he was like, I went to the school today. And I was like, oh, okay. And he was like, they told me that you're still with him. I was like, how'd you go into the school? And like, he was like, I walked in and I told them who you were, and that they told me, I asked him
how would they know?
No, he's just a parent trying to tell lies. And he was like, I asked them if you were still with your boyfriend, and they told me, yeah, that they see you in the hallway with him all the time. And I was like, what teacher did you talk to? And he's like, your teacher. And I was like, what's my teacher's name? And I was like, either way, Dad, I already broke up with him. I don't know what to tell you. And then he was like, well, I think you're lying to me because your teachers told me otherwise. First of all, you need to know my ID number to get my name.
Yes.
You need to prove that you're my parent. Second of all, you don't know my teachers. Third of all, the administration's not gonna know if I'm dating somebody. Like, what? And so I was like, so you're telling me you had a full-on conversation with someone who only knows English?
You were FBI.
You know what I mean? Like, bro, get on. I was like, okay,
Dad, we talked to the FBI. I know it's not that easy.
We literally had a. I don't know if they're FBI.
It was FBI. No, it was FBI.
Was it?
Yeah, because they were investigating. It was FBI. We spoke with the FBI, but that's a story for another podcast.
Yeah. We should do that next time.
Yeah, but yeah.
In school premises. It was the school got involved and we had to speak with them.
Yeah.
Not because we wanted to.
Yeah, that's crazy because we've never told that story out loud. And now she's gonna know.
If she sees it.
Yeah, if she sees it, but
we were dramatic in high school. It is what it is.
Yeah, everyone is, yeah, but yeah, that had it. And then after a few years after high school, her living with me and us seeing each other all the time, going through ups and downs. Now she's my sister-in-law.
Out of all the years that we have been friends, truly only necessarily had
one
beef,
down. We only had one down.
Like one really bad downfall.
Yeah, and it was because of me. I was being stupid in love.
But here, I'm here. So yeah. I'm just kidding. No, because the chances of him seeing this,
they're slim to none.
Yeah, so maybe we could, I don't know.
It's my most recent one. It's my most recent one. If you know, you know. I'm like, anyways.
No, yeah.
We've only had one down. Now she's my sister-in-law, Sissy.
Literally, because we would call each other our sisters, and we would literally say, like, if you don't, she was like, you have to be part of my family, like, actually, because then we'll actually be able to call ourselves sisters.
And now she is.
And now I literally am.
She is dating my older brother.
Yeah.
Y'all are confused.
Mm-hmm.
She's dating my older brother.
Yes, not the producer, which is also her little brother.
That's my little brother. Yeah, she's dating my older brother. They're good now. Y'all are good now.
Me and Raul?
No, you and Carla.
Oh yeah.
You and
man, that road was rocky.
That road was rocky.
The very beginning, so rocky.
Yeah, but they're cute. I love them, and I've never had a problem with them being together. Cute though. My best friend's brother is the one for me.
Anyway, but everybody always says, bro, isn't it weird that you're dating your best friend's brother? And when they ask her too, isn't it weird that your brother's dating your best friend? It is not weird. I don't know why people think it is so weird or why
I don't know if there's like a stigma on it or something, but I didn't care. I kind of saw it coming.
I started dating him whenever I moved in here with her. Not immediately, like obviously it took a little bit of time.
Yeah.
And so, because even before I moved in, we were kind of like already talking. So moving in was just easier for me to see him.
Yeah.
But anyways.
But yeah, they started dating. That's another story for another time when he's like a guest on here or something. But yeah,
y'all need to see him.
She's like, that's my man.
No, I'm just kidding. But he just won't be on it.
No, yeah, but
a quick story. My dad, we went to Mexico this one year, and it was such a bad trip for him, pobrecito. But so he answered the phone, and him, not no more. He learned his lesson. But if you tell him about something on the phone, he will keep the conversation going, even if he knows you're lying. So at the end, he's like, "You fucking liar!" Da, 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 da. And that's what he did. This guy was claiming to be his nephew. His nephew named Juan. And my dad has no nephew at all named Juan except for one, and they don't call him Juan. And he would never introduce himself as Juan. So you know it wasn't him. And he's like, "Oh yeah, tío, like da da da." And then at the very end, 5 minutes into this conversation, dude, 5 minutes, my dad's like, "Pinche cabrón, no tengo un nephew que se llama Juan, da, da, da." And he hangs up on him. He drops his phone, gets ran over by a car that's passing by. Like, he didn't drop it on purpose. It fell out of his pocket, or while he was putting it in his pocket, gets ran over, because when he went back for it, he saw it got ran over. Next thing you know, my dad's account and bank, and I'm not going to say bank. My dad's bank account got hacked. Like negative, like 50, like all his money was going out the bank. I'm not kidding. Right when we were arriving the hotel, dude.
You're lying.
And my mom, that's why my mom always tells us, like, never never answer phones you don't know.
There you go.
If you stay long enough on the phone, they could hack your phone. Because it happened to my dad. But anyways, back to.
Holy crap, you're lying. That's IG episode, the end of episode 1. Stay tuned for the next episode. I guess I don't know what we're gonna talk about.
We're gonna talk about almost getting kidnapped.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And what did we just say like a few minutes ago?
The FBI thing.
Yeah, the FBI. Let me write that down.
Yeah, she's gonna write that down in her little notebook. But yeah, I'm Ingrid Barraza.
And I'm Ana.Martimez Hernandez.
That's government for real. We're government.
We probably should we
do that? I don't know. Okay. It's alright.
Anyways.
It's alright. Yeah, it's alright. But yeah, that was the Popular Loners podcast.
Yes.
Hope y'all join us again for another episode. It's weird.
And if you don't, hopefully you remember us.
I know. Or shout us out, subscribe. Our socials, I guess, will be in the bio, whatever the hell. See y'all when we see y'all, I guess.
We're gonna post on Fridays or Saturdays. We're still debating.
Oh yes. We're gonna post at least once a week. Let us know also if you would like to see us twice a week.
Man, imagine how ghetto that shit gonna look.
I mean,
wearing the same clothes.
No, we'll change. Bring on how to say bye to y'all, because I feel like this is like a FaceTime.
Toodaloo.
Yeah, when we're on FaceTime with each other, we're always like, bye, love you.
Yeah.
Bye,
I love you. Or not.
Okay, we're gonna cut that out.
No. I declare the word of the. No, I'm gonna be honest, because I don't speak to her anymore. Nothing. I'm back then.
You're right, and you're valid for that.
Holding it, and then this is with my clothes on. I mean, with my.
Girl, you have your clothes on all the time.
This is
that kind of podcast.